In this video, I'll show how to add bulk attendees from Excel to an existing Outlook event without exposing everyone's email addresses. When you invite a large group of people to a single Outlook event at the same time, each person can see the full attendee list and everyone's email addresses. To avoid this, we will use a Power Automate flow to add all attendees from an Excel file to the same event one by one. It works like a mail merge for calendar invites. Everyone receives the invite individually and no one sees who else is invited. Let's get started. First, we need to prepare the Excel file. Here is my attendee list for this demonstration. The file has two columns, name, email. The name column is optional. If you do not have a name for an attendee, you can leave it blank. Now, we need to convert this into a table. Select the columns and select this format as table option and pick a style. I already converted this into a table and here you can see the name of the table, table 1. This is the calendar event where I want to add the bulk attendees. Currently it has one participant. We want to add the bulk attendees to this event. First we need to get the ID for this calendar event. I will use Microsoft Graphs Explorer to fetch the event ID. You will find the link in the description. Make sure to sign in with the same Microsoft 365 account that owns the Outlook calendar event. Then first go to the Modify Permissions tab. For the users.read status, you need to allow the consent. I already allowed the consent. You need to click the consent button so it can read the calendar events. Now I will run a get query to list my calendar events. The method is get. Here I'll paste the URL and hit the run query button. You will find this query in the video description. These requests return the recent events along with their IDs, subject, start time, and end times. This is the event Power Automate automating business processes. I'll copy the ID. I'll select the ID and copy it. So this is the same event, Power Automate automating business processes. I copied the ID and I'll put it here. We need this ID in the Power Automate flow. Now I'm in the Power Automate dashboard. I'll click Create. Then I'll select Instant Cloud Flow. I'll name this flow Add Excel List to Outlook Event. For the trigger, I'll select Manually Trigger a Flow. Now I'll click Create. This trigger lets me run the flow on demand whenever I have a list of attendees to add to a calendar event. Now we need to read the people from the Excel file. I'll add a new action here. I'll search for list rows. Then I'll select list rows present in a table. For location, I'll select OneDrive for business. For document library, I'll select OneDrive. For the file, I'll click this open folder icon and select the file. So this is our file, attendees.xlsx. For the table, I'll select the name of the table, which is table 1. We created the table in this attendees Excel file. This action reads every row from the Excel table. That is our full list of people. If you want people added automatically as they register via a Microsoft form rather than from a list, I have a separate tutorial for that. The link is in the video description. Now we need an array variable. I'll add a new action. I'll search for Initialize variable. I'll select this Initialize variable action. I'll rename the action to All Attendees and I'll rename the variable to All Attendees. For the variable type, I'll select array. This variable will hold the final attendee list. For every Excel row, we will rebuild this array. It will contain the existing attendees plus the current Excel attendees. Now we will go through the Excel list one person at a time. I'll add a new action. I'll search for Apply to Each. I'll select this Apply to Each action. For the input, I'll select this option, enter the data from previous step. Then I'll select the value from the list rows present in a table action. So if I have 5 people in the Excel, this loop will run 5 times. Everything we do next happens inside this loop. Inside the loop, the first action will reset our array. I'll add a new action. I'll search for set variable. I'll select this set variable action. For the variable name, I'll select this AllAttendees variable. And for the value, I'll type this. This empties the array at the start of each person. We rebuilt it fresh from the current event on every row. Without this, the previous attendees would pile up and repeat. Then we need to fetch the existing attendees on the Outlook calendar event. I'll add an action. I'll search for send an HTTP request. I'll select this option, send an HTTP request from the Office 365 Outlook connector. I'll rename the action to get event attendees. For the URI, I'll paste this. This is the Microsoft Graph URI we need to use in the HTTP request action. You will find this URI in the description below. Now I'll replace this your event ID placeholder. I'll copy the event ID we already have here, and now I'll replace this with the event ID. I'll paste it. The method is get. At the end of the URI, I have this select attendees. This tells Microsoft Graph to return only the attendees from the event. This is important because before we add a new person, we need to know who is already on the event. The HTTP request returns the event information as JSON. To use that response inside Power Automate, we will add the Parse JSON action. I'll add a new action. I'll search for Parse JSON. I'll select this action Parse JSON. For the content, I'll select this option, enter the data from previous step, and I'll select the output of this get event attendees action. For the schema, I'll select this use sample payload to generate schema. Here I'll paste a small sample of what the get request returns. Then I'll click done. Power Automate generates the schema automatically. Now the existing attendees are easy to use in the next steps. Members can download the ready-made flow, the graph requests, the JSON sample, the Parse JSON schema, and the sample Excel file from the channel membership resources. The link is in the description. Now we will store the existing attendees in the AllAttendees array one by one. I'll add a new action. I'll search for apply to each. I'll select this action apply to each. For the input, I'll select this option enter the data from previous step. Here I'll select the output of the Parse JSON action. This loop goes through the existing attendees one by one. Inside this loop, I'll add an action. I'll search for append to array. I'll select this action append to array variable, and I'll rename this action to append existing attendees. For the name, I'll select the AllAttendees array. So we are appending the existing attendees to this array, AllAttendees array. For the value, I'll paste a JSON. Now, here in this JSON, for address, I'll place the cursor between the quotes and I'll select this dynamic option. This is address, so I'll click this see more and select the body address from this Parse JSON action. For the name, I'll place the cursor here. I'll select the dynamic option and I'll select the body name. I don't see it here. I'll click see more and I'll select body name. This adds all existing attendees back to the AllAttendees array. Now we add the new person from the Excel table. This action must be outside the existing attendees loop. I'll add an action here outside the loop. I'll search for append to array. I'll select this action append to array variable. I'll rename this action to append new attendee. For the name, I'll select the same array AllAttendees. For value, I'll use the same JSON structure. For the address, the email address, I'll put the cursor here, and then from dynamic content, I need to select the email address from the Excel file. So here's the action list rows present in a table. I'll click see more and here I see the email. For the name, I'll select the name from the Excel table. So here under list rows present in a table, I'll select the name. Now the all attendees array contains all existing attendees plus the current person from the Excel row. We are processing one person at a time, so in this loop, we are processing the first row. Then when it ends, then it will process the next row. We can now update the Outlook event. I'll add another HTTP request action here after this append new attendee action. I'll search for HTTP request. I'll select this send an HTTP request action. I'll rename this action to add attendees. For the URI, I'll paste this URI. Again, I need to replace this your event ID placeholder. So I'll copy the event ID, we already have it here, and I'll paste it here. For the method, I'll select patch. Now I'll open advanced parameters and I'll select body. For the body, I'll paste this. This sends the full attendee list back to the event. And because we only added one new person to the list that already matches the event, Outlook only emails that one person. Everyone already on the event stays the same, so they are not emailed again. Now I'll save the flow. Now let's test the full process. First, let me show you the event again. Right now the event has one attendee. Here I have 5 people in the Excel file. I'll go back to the Power Automate flow. I'll click test. I'll select manually. Then I'll click test. Then I'll click the continue button. The flow started. List rows present in a table rate every person from Excel. The loop is now going through them one by one. For each person, the flow clears all attendees. Then read the current event, adds the existing attendees, and adds the new attendees. The flow finished successfully. Now let me open the event in Outlook. I'll close this and I'll open it again. Here is the attendee list. Everyone from the Excel file has been added to the same event. In the sent items, I can see that it sent the invites individually one person at a time. Here I have 5 emails, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is the calendar invite inside one of the new people's inbox. I can see the invite has been sent only to them. No other attendees' email addresses are visible here. This is exactly what we wanted. Please subscribe and join the membership to get the ready-made Power Automate flow, the graph requests, the JSON code, the Parse JSON schema, and the sample Excel file from the channel membership resources. Leave your question in the comments below. I'll try to help if you get stuck while building the flow. If this video helped you, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more practical Microsoft 365 and Power Automate tutorials. Thank you for watching.